What's up, guys? Motordadcle here. So a bunch of people have asked for a walk around of the bike, so I just came over here to do that and just talk a little bit about how Betty's set up and everything. And I wanted to do it over there by the boat launch because it's cool, but there's construction and all these people decided to launch their boats today, like right when I got here. So that sucks. Maybe I'll just go over there. I don't know, this is a pretty lame spot, isn't it? Just come to a freaking parking lot and do this? It's pretty dumb. But I gotta pee too. So maybe we'll just go right over here. Let's just go right here, eh? Alright, so this is Betty. She's a 2009 Yamaha FZ6R in the cadmium yellow color. And it's a faired bike, so there's fairings. But I've done the conversion to make it into a Streetfighter. In Europe and other parts of the world, not in Canada, but they have an XJ6N, which is the FZ6R, just with no fairings, exactly the same bike, just no fairings and some like body panels. So one option that you could have is to buy those body panels. There's a piece that covers up this here. There's some pieces that go along the side of the headlight. I believe there's something up in here. But you can do that. There's a piece that covers this up. You can do that. It just costs some money, and you got to get them imported from wherever. I know there's some guys who import it from Greece. So basically the first steps are to just remove your stock fairings, take everything off. It's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of bolts. Remove the front assembly. That's a little bit harder. Front headlight with the fairings is actually way out here. There's a big metal piece that you got to strip back. Things that I bought for the bike: when you take the fairings off, you no longer have anywhere to mount your mirrors. So I bought this on eBay, and it's just a little clamp right here with two bolts. I had to mill it, like shave it down right there. That's why you see the bare metal, to get it to fit with the brake mount. The reason why I like these is because these screw on tight, these guys screw in, and there's another bolt that counteracts that, and they are tight and you can adjust them. On this side, on the FZ6R, there's actually the same bolts that hold your brake reservoir. You just take those out and take off the C-clamp, put on the one with the mirrors, and use the mirror bolts, and then that's perfect. One other thing I should note is when I bought the bike, there was a fender eliminator kit that got rid of that, so that's good. You also lose your stock turn signal mounts. I bought these little guys off of eBay. This here is actually a fairing mount. For one of the fairings, and it comes with a little rubber grommet for vibration, and it's perfect for the turn signals. As you can see, they stick out no wider than the frame sliders, so that's pretty great. Perfect. This is where the hard part comes here. That guy was looking at me funny. Where most of the work comes is when you're remounting the headlight and the dash, because there's no more, everything here mounts to the fairings. So when you take that, there's a big metal part, you take that off, you got nothing left. What I ended up doing was buying quite a few parts for the FZ8. And the FZ8 uses the exact same headlight and instrument cluster. A lot of this stuff that's in here you can't really see, but there's all kinds of, this plate right here, that's an FZ8 part. There's some rubber grommets for vibration. Those are all FZ8 parts. This part here, which connects the top of the headlight to the plate that attaches to your triple tree crown, that I do believe I ordered from the UK. It was a part off the XJ6N. And then you've got your dash and all of this stuff. I had to you know, do some work. So this plastic fairing piece, which I think just cleans it up when you're sitting on the bike, you see this plastic fairing instead of seeing the back of the headlight. I like that. That's an FZ8 part, but what you do need to do is remove all this plastic. So all this stuff I chewed out. There's a piece here I cut right off with a Dremel. So you have to machine that part quite a bit. What that bolts into is a metal bracket that is also from the FZ8, but the one thing that you have to do to that is the mounting area here, this bolt and the one on the other side do not line up with the FZ6R, because on an FZ8 your forks are flipped, so this whole thing is different. So what I had to do was drill my own holes, so drilling through metal. It was a bit of a pain in the butt, but it worked. So that's it. To clean up the front of this and the side, because it is the same headlight as an FZ8 or the XJ6N, you can order the fairing part. There's a fairing that goes over top of this and has a little tiny windscreen, and a fairing that comes down over this side. You can order those. Those plastics and all the hardware would be in and around 150 bucks to maybe 200 bucks. All in with everything, including the eBay parts, this conversion cost me probably around 150 Canadian dollars, so it's a cheap mod. I think it looks pretty cool. So that's it. That's the FZ6R Streetfighter conversion. There you go. Alright guys, I hope if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. If you have the same bike or you're thinking of it, leave a comment. Ask me questions, that's cool. I'll try and gather up a parts list of the things that I purchased and put it down below in the description so you guys can check that out. It'll be from Canadian and UK sources, so yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Later.